Welcome back to the Comic Book ASM Artist. Today we are reading the final part of the Dark Nights Metal event. If you need to catch up, there is a link to a playlist below, and then come right back here for the finale. Look at us, how far we've come together. The journey's taken, the things seen. Please don't. And to think it all began with words in the journal of a birdman. You, what have you done? Lost to history as a story. Those were his opening lines about a tale you hope was long forgotten. The story of a dark god, a lord of nightmare. But as you can now see, as I unwrap your ancient eyes, the birdman lied. No, it's not possible. Oh, it's possible, because the truth is, the darkest stories, the ones you pray will never happen, they're never lost. They're alive and well and just waiting to come get you, to drag you down alone, screaming, because in the end, all roads lead back to darkness. Now, Earth in the dark multiverse. Wonder Woman, we've been fighting for hours. The Dark Army is endless. They just keep advancing. Then so do we. We will take this mountain inch by curse inch if we have to, Kendra. But we will reach our friends. The Batman who last said they'd fallen to his dark nights. They must be ahead. Then we find them, and then what? You keep banging your bracelets, hoping they hear you, but even if they do, the earth has sunken below the cosmic membrane. We're in the dark. Maybe we should let them sleep. Thinking there's any winning here is bull. Diana, get away from her. You all right? We can't leave them in some dark dream, some lie, even if it's I can't leave them. Then try again. We're barely closer. Use the mace this time. Your bracelets are 8th metal. The mace is 9th. The hordes, they're just play the darn note and hard, metal on metal. Play it like an Amazon. League. Hear me. Diana, what the heck is going? Hal, there's no time. I have the mace, but I can't get up the mountain to you. We need to clear a path. There are too many, and we got no metal. Scales. Eel? Plastic Man, I know you can hear me. Now is the time. Eel. I get that you're afraid you'll lose control, but you can do this, please. Form a dinosaur, a bulldozer, a shark, anything. Okay, Doc. How about all of the above? Is that Plastic Man? He's clearing a path. Green Lantern, Aquaman, we're coming to you with the mace. Wait, the mace ain't enough? Barbados is too strong. But of the signals I got in that Oblivion place, the loudest by a mile was from the dark. Maybe it's some kind of source. I'm telling you, there's something down there, or was. Just hurry, I can't hold this much longer. Go into the dark, but Diana, look, the portal Barbados' armies came through. It leads straight to the dark. Take the mace, Kendra. You've read Carter's journal. You know the best path. No, there's too much dark metal in me. It has to be you. My place is in battle. Carter wrote that the lore says to find your way through the dark. Stay true of heart. Just focus. On what? On what you always do. Your friends. I've met a lot of people over the years. Thousands of lives. But you make people see the truth. That they're loved and worth it. You did it for me. From the beginning, Barbados has separated us, made us feel alone, hopeless. But you called the formations. You never gave up on Superman, Batman, Carter, or me. You bind us. I won't let go. I'll never let go again. So go down there and find our friends. Get what we need, and together we'll send that bastard back to the dark. I know you won't, sister. For your friends, Diana, for your family, for everyone, find the source? Kendra, can you hear me? I think I've found it, but all I see is darkness. The forge is dark, now and forever. The metal of possibility is cold, and your friends have been returned to its depths, as you will be. Hail, Barbados. What are you? I am the dragon of the forge, and now you shall be. Carter? Carter Hall. Who? Carter, it's me. It's Kendra. Kendra? Yes, you're Carter Hall, and no. He is the dragon of the forge, as I once was, and nothing more. Ah. Enough. My dark knights have conquered your world. They've waged war across the multiverse, and, well, we've been across the multiverse too, and we see your evil, Batman. And we raise greetings from the 53rd Earth. Kendra? Cyborg Flash, yes. Nice of you to finally join the party. Detective Chimp needed us to pick up a few guests, but glad you missed us, Hal. Coming to you now. Carter Hall, you're alive? Then Bruce and Clark. I was right. Kendra, I know what I need to do. Hold tight to the lasso and make him see the truth, as I did for you. Diana, no, I'm not. Carter Hall, listen to me right now. I'm Kendra Saunders, and you are Carter Hall, proud leaders of the tribe of the bird. We have lived for thousands of years through all of humanity, and this is not how our story ends. They have stolen it, but take it back. Take back our story. You are Hawkman. The forge, it lights my load. So let it light, let them hope. We are in my realm where all ends in darkness. I'll create worlds to torture them for eternity. Who is truly foolish enough to believe they can win down here in the darkness? I can answer that. We are. My name is Carter Hall, and lost to history was a story of evil, of darkness, but also of heroes. and this book shall be my record of it, from the journals of Carter Hall. League, I have Superman and Batman, Clark, Bruce, Flash, everyone okay? Well, the multiverse is falling apart, but Cyborg and I found some cavalry at the House of Heroes. What the heck are you guys wearing? It's 10th metal from the Forge of Worlds. Yeah, you win. I have one drop left. If we combine it with Cyborg's multiversal charge, it could raise the Earth. Bank the Thule around, south face, and all these, the allies you're looking for. Look out, Flash, Cyborg. We're okay, but trapped. Raven's hurt. Can't teleport us out. But I spotted the cosmic tuning fork, Batman. Barbados has it at a summit. Use that to channel the 10th metal. Just keep pushing. You will go no higher. All my dark armies. These destroy them. Green Lantern and Aquaman are up ahead. We need more allies. Batman, if you climb on my back, I can fly you. I got it. Aquaman, Green Lantern, Batman, you're back. They say the 8th metal is the stuff of gods, the 9th uses dark energy to give its carrier powers that defy physics. But the 10th, also called Element X, is metal of the so-called Forge itself, the metal of pure possibility. They say whoever wields it, let his first words be recorded forever in the Hall of Kings. This might sting, for his metal can take the shape of whatever is needed, arm whoever the bearer wishes. So they might cut through the dark and bring their will to life. The mountain is still covered with people. We need to help them. Any heroes who can hear me, this is the Justice League. Make your way to Challenger's Mountain. It's time to save the world. Yee-haw. And what of the Dark-Horned God? What have I learned of Barbados in my travels? That he watches with hatred, always. Come, free yourselves. He watched us from the dark during their first war of birds and bats. He watched as the tribes gathered their armies against those trying to raise him. You're with friends, John. I got you. See, Nightwing? Father always returns. Yeah, riding a Joker dragon and glowing because, of course he is. For he had been a cosmic dragon whose sole purpose was to return failed worlds to the Forge. He knew one truth, that in the end all worlds failed, so to leave the dark at all, to explore or to reach, was the great mortal sin. Free everyone you can, break the circuit. His cry is the wail of billions of failed worlds. I can feel them even now, watching us with hatred and without fear, for he knows that should he ever be set free, the dark structures align. All he has to do to lower the earth into the darkness is open his mouth and scream. Release the anti-music of his shriek and sink the earth so low it can never be raised again. No. Traitor, hear me, my favorite knight. Enact the final plan. Yes, my lord. Hear that? I hope so, because the final plan begins with you, the original being, the cosmic seer, the overmonitor. Why did you do this? I know it's a lot for you, after all. You only just started to reform after the last multiversal crisis. Wait, that brain. Don't do this. You'll destroy everything? That's the idea with positive energy, you, negative energy, the anti-monitor's astral brain, and the dark energy, me, will blow apart the realm above. There will be no more matter or antimatter, no more multiverse, only darkness. Hey, you. You call this a bat cave? Your armor doesn't work down here, Bruce. The energy cancels it out. It's just you and me. Promise? All right, my sons. Kill. No. Take a good look, Bruce. What do you see? You've never fought someone with all your training, all your discipline. See it yet? Shut up. I'm not him in a bat suit. I'm you. You're a bad dream, nothing more. You're you, how you're supposed to be without the codes, without the rules except one. Batman always wins. The gun that killed our parents, I take it everywhere as a reminder. They died because they lived by ethical codes. That was the lesson in the alley. The lesson it's time to learn. I've seen hundreds of worlds, Bruce. On every one, we go down for the same reason. Because you restrain yourself in believing in others. Because you hold back. It's what led you to this, led you here. But Batman should be the perfect survivor, the apex predator. That's his final form. You're the setup, I'm the punchline. Get it now? Just fire the gun. I'm glad you finally see. Yeah, I wasn't talking to you. The Batman who talks is more like it. Still, I do like this cave better. Well, I wondered if you'd show up. Was it the dragon, some secret signal? Or was killing two Batman too much to resist? A good old-fashioned three-way fight, and not exactly. So, partners, bats, I'm going for the leg. I call his face. Joker? What? Too soon? To be clear, we never speak of this. You can't stop me. I know both of you all too well. Do you now? Then tell me if you've heard this one before. There's this guy, see? And he prepares for everything. Well, almost. Because the trick is, he can only prepare for things Batman thinks up. And what's the only thing Batman probably never imagined? Fighting alongside me. So the joke is, for the first time since your transformation, I'm guessing you don't actually know what's coming next. Do you? We're almost at the top. Keep pushing. What do you think we've been doing, Dipstick? The medal. This can't be. We were promised our worlds back, our homes. I'm sorry, Bruce. Arthur. It's over, Bryce. They are coming for you. Let them come. Let them take any road they want. They will find the antenna smashed and you dead, for in the end, Carter, Kendra, catch, go. All roads lead to darkness. No. Hold on. This place is collapsing, Batman. That was satisfying, but he won't stay down long. The antenna was our last option. Cyborg, can you hear us? Are you out of the Thule? Yeah, but the dark energy on the mountain is off the scales. Even Flash and the Doc Fate can't get me up to you. I can try, Vic. It's our last hope. I'd rather die running. No, it may not be. Monitor? How? What are you doing here? Your armor, it's made of the metal that forges everything. It's in every bit of matter, every living person, in trace amounts. It is dangerous and powerful. Never before has so much been here on Earth. If you have freed enough humans from the Dark God's hold, you could conduct through them, through everyone. You might not need the antenna to raise the Earth. What you're saying is we use this 10th metal to reach out to every lost in the dark, and we show them the way back. We connect all of us and raise the Earth together. What you're saying is Fulcrum Abominus, a battle cry. Now that's what I'm talking about. Come together as one. One warrior, right, Arthur? For everyone. Well said, guys. Just don't form a giant robot without us, yeah? Lost to History was a story of heroes. Heroes fighting an ancient war of birds and bats. I wrote of it many years ago. Today I write a new story about another great war of birds and bats, but one that ends not with obfuscation, but discovery, with great heroes reaching out to those around them, to friends and strangers, to people close to them and far away. They reached out with a message of fortitude and solidarity, but above all, of bravery, of daring, and they reached out, they ignited a spark. And it caught. My name is Carter Hall, and I am a detective of history, but you are a detective too. For to be human at its core is to question and quest, to seek answers about who we are, even when, or especially when, those answers are beyond our grasp. And what I have learned is that sometimes that search tends us to the darkest places imaginable. In those times we need each other to find our way back home, to remember who we are. But after we find our way back to the light, we must remember to reach even higher next time, to look farther, to explore the greatest mysteries and follow the craziest stories. Because in the end, sometimes it's the most insane, lunatic journeys that push us past what we thought was true and toward what is possible. So, using the metal from the Forge of Worlds, the heroes reached out with such power that everyone heard their call, and together they cast the Dark God out and raised the Earth to its rightful place. But then they went further, with all of us at their backs, to the very limit of the multiverse, to the source wall where everything ends. And before they knew it, they'd broken through to the other side. There were even greater mysteries lay waiting. They did it connected to you and to me, for Element X, the very substance of the Forge of Worlds, is in all of us, because in the end we're all a little metal. Epilogue. Please come in. I do hope you got your sizes right. So what do you think, Clark? You realize when Lois sees me like this, Bruce, she's going to make Alfred tailor all of my suits. Please, call her in. Maybe she can knock some sense into a certain fighter pilot. Hey, I'm wearing the bow tie, aren't I, Diana? Barry's got sneakers on. Bruce, back me up. To each his own, Hal, but everyone, I have a few words I need to say about what we did, what we overcame, and where we stand. For the most part, our world has been set right. The damage caused by Barbados and his dark nights has been reversed. By the virtue of the 10th Metal Armor Reward, Challenger's Mountain stands where it belongs, in the heart of the Rockies, for the first time in a generation, and the Dark God is trapped in the chains forged by the Overmonitor himself at the bottom of the dark multiverse, forced to watch as the World Forge burns bright and anew again beneath the orrery, awaiting the true Forger's return. Our allies from the multiverse are rebuilding the House of Heroes, preparing for the new worlds that may rise to meet it. All of creation is rich with new possibility. Looking at you all now, I just wanted to say I'm so proud to be among you. I followed a mystery to the worst place I've ever been to. All I could see were endings, and the truth is, I didn't want to look any further, but you pulled me out, so I brought you here to say thank you. And there's another reason I brought you here today, not to revel in our victory, but to understand what's coming next. What do you mean, Bruce? Kendra, it's time. Save the pun part for me, huh? Yeah, okay. Right now, on Blackhawk Island, Carter Hall is resting for the first time in years. Exposure to the darkened World Forge took its toll, and he's going to make it. Hawkman will fly again. But before he fell unconscious, he took his journal and he started to write with an intensity that scared me. His first entries recorded our battles with Barbados, but he had seen things in the Forge. They were fleeting images, but he needed to get them down before he lost them. Not images from the past, but from the present. The rupture of the barrier between realms of the multiverse has unleashed new energies, revealed new beings and new battles. Tell us, immortal man, what does it mean? This is the dawn of the new age of heroes, if they can survive what's coming for them. Even the dreaming has been disrupted. My lord, Daniel, are you there? The library has stopped burning. The crisis seems to have abated. What's this? No, that's not possible. A book is missing. Just one. Dream? Dream, where are you? But even more than this, there are images from the future. As we know, the metal used to defeat Barbados had the powers to create and destroy matter, based on its welder's desires. We didn't rewind the universe to what it was before Barbados attacked. We rebuilt it, and in doing so, we may have also created new things, forged from our own sublimated desires, jotted words by names like Lantern. What things? All we have are notes. Dark Stars, Wonder Woman, Dark Pantheon, Aquaman, Atlantis, Risen. Now, if this is true, if we just brought some dark desires to life, these changes, they're likely to have consequences. What will your loved ones do when they realize what just added to reality? Will they wage war? And what about the long dormant forces of the universe stirred awake? What happens when they come for us? If they decide there's been no justice for our actions? Which brings us to a larger point. I've been speaking with the gods of the New Genesis, and they confirmed what we all saw. The source wall, the boundary of the known multiverse, it just broke wide open. It broke. I've been feeling something in the Speed Force, in magic too. Bruce, it sounds like what you're saying is our universe, the whole thing, is like a tiny fishbowl that just got poured into the ocean. From what I've been able to tell, the wall may have actually been hiding our universe from whatever exists on the other side. And now that it's broken, whatever is out there might come here to us. Which is why we're going to strengthen the League with Martian Manhunter and Hawkgirl, and also, wait, so you're saying that we're in the biggest battle of our lives now? That all this, the dark multiverse, the evil Batman, what we learned about Atlantis, Thanagar, all of it, that was just the beginning? What I'm saying is I don't know. That might actually be the scariest thing you've ever said, Bruce. So we're here to plan, to strategize. No, these threats are real, but they're coming tomorrow. And what got us through this one was each other. So let's take tonight to acknowledge that. Just one night before we go into action. A night as one tribe, standing together. Hear, hear. Now, if you'll head into the next room, we have a little entertainment for you. 1, 2, 3. Remember, kids, what happens at a Batman party stays at a Batman party. That was nice, what you said. I meant it. I wouldn't be here if not for the two of you. Thank you, truly. But you didn't tell them. The fates came to me, the vision they showed. If it's true, I know. What we're about to face, our universe just got so much bigger. We're going to have to rethink everything, change the entire way we operate. I know, but don't worry. And why not? Because I have a plan. The adventures of the Justice League continue in Justice League No Justice. That event or mini-series has wrapped. It was 4 parts, and now we're on to the story continuing in Justice League number 1. And then here is a brief note from Scott Snyder. Hi, Mr. Capullo. It's Scott Snyder. I just wanted to write to say how excited I am to be working together. I wrote that the better part of a decade ago. It's been a crazy ride. The last 8 years together. Our team has gone from partners to real friends, and from go, you've been there with us. So we wanted to take one entire extra page to speak to that. The truth is, an event is the culmination of a lot of things, a lot of planning and hard work by many people, but it starts with a purpose, and this one was meant as our own love letter to comic book storytelling at its most joyfully, epically lunatic, and a tribute to the kinds of stories that got me through hard times as a kid and as an adult. It's about using friendship as a foundation to get through darkness and journey further than you thought you could go. that means it's about me and Greg, John, Ifko, Steve, Tay, Dave, but also about you guys. So, thank you to all the creators who helped us on this, especially to Neil Gaiman, Grant Morrison, Frank Miller, James Tynion IV, and Josh Williamson for their generosity and advice. But above all, thank you, yes you, retailers, comic folk, and especially the readers. We called this one Metal for the story, the spirit, our friendship, and for the music. We tried something different with this one, hoping you'd show up. And you did. So sincerely, from the bottom of our black twisted hearts, thank you. You're all in the band, and now and always, Scott. Alright guys, that's gonna do it. Thank you so much for coming along on this epic ride. If you love this story, go out, find these trades, buy them. I think all of them just dropped this week. Or find these issues. You can actually find Scott Snyder here on YouTube. If you just put in Scott Snyder in your search, I think you'll find him. He just put an hour-and-a-half video together about writing. I think it was on Tuesday night, so that's up. And yeah, let me know what you want to see. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let's continue to grow this channel and grow the comic book community. Support the creators, the retailers, and each other, you know? Alright, that's gonna do it for tonight, or today, whenever you're watching. Have a good one. Thanks. Bye.